The ongoing federal government shutdown is expected to take a toll on Cava and Sweetgreen. Potbelly is the latest chain to crowd up the battleground over wraps, and a Pizza Hut UK franchisee is insolvent. Welcome to Restaurant Daily, the day's biggest industry news and trends from the editors of Restaurant Business and Nation's Restaurant News. I'm NRN Managing Editor Leanne Zinsmeister.
And I'm RB Managing Editor Heather Lally. The ongoing federal government shutdown is expected to take a toll on Cava and Sweetgreen. One Wall Street analyst from William Blair on Monday wrote that restaurant chains with outsized exposure to the Washington, D.C. area will be feeling the pain of traffic declines with no end to the impasse in sight and federal workers' paychecks on hold. The situation comes after a third quarter that ended with a whimper in September after sales trends across the country began to taper off in August. With third quarter earnings reporting season starting up next week, the analyst predicted the industry will see another round of downward sales projections for the year.
Potbelly is the latest chain to crowd up the battleground over wraps, launching the platform for the first time with two signature offerings, the Chicken Bacon Ranch Wrap and the Southwest Avo Chicken Wrap. The fast casual sandwich chain is promoting its new wraps as protein-packed as more consumers demand such options. According to Data Central, nearly 30% of U.S. menus now call out protein, compared to nearly 6% highlighting protein a decade ago.
Pizza Hut UK franchisee DC London Pie Limited has entered into administration, which means the business is insolvent. The move will force the closure of 68 restaurants and impact about 1,200 jobs. It comes less than a year after the chain last fell into administration. Pizza Hut parent company Yum Brands has made a deal to keep 64 dine-in restaurants open, while the market's to-go and delivery-only locations are unaffected.
Salt and Straw founder Kim Malik first dreamed up the specialty ice cream concept during summer camp as a teenager. As the chain gets ready to open its 50th location, she told attendees at the annual Create event that the hardest lesson has been how to scale people versus scaling systems. Salt and Straw taps culture carriers who are identified as future managers. The company spends 2 years preparing them to be on the ground in new markets and providing them with development opportunities. 96% of the chain's managers are promoted from within the company.
Aaron Novoshen estimates that he's been involved in the creation of some 40 restaurants since founding the Culinary Edge consultancy in 2022. Starbird, however, is the first one he's franchised. He told attendees at Create that he made that decision because of the local knowledge franchisees bring to the brand. The company just opened in Denver, marking its first location outside of its home state of California. It will expand to Utah, Washington, Arizona, and Illinois within the next 12 months.
Red Lobster co-founder Joe R. Lee has died. Lee, a widely respected industry leader, was also CEO of Red Lobster parent company, Darden Restaurants, and later served as president of the National Restaurant Association. He was instrumental in shaping Red Lobster into one of the most well-known casual dining chains in the world. He was 84.
And that should do it for today's edition of Restaurant Daily. Get the latest restaurant news every weekday wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Heather Lally.
And I'm Leanne Zinsmeister. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Restaurant Daily. Rate us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and subscribe.